Hello students, I am Dr. Pallavi Gupta. Today I am teaching you regarding the election of Vice President of India, how it is conducted. The topic which I will cover under this heading are the general introduction about the President of India and how the election of Vice President shall be conducted, and the disputes related to the Vice President of India's election. If we see the who was the first Vice President of India and who is the present Vice President of India, that is the question mark here. We'll discuss regarding the introduction. According to Article 63 of the Indian Constitution, there shall be a Vice President of India, and Vice President of India shall be the ex officio Chairman of the Council of State, as mentioned in Article 64. As we have seen in the last slide, that Dr. Sarvepalli Radhakrishnan was the first Vice President, and he held the office for the longest tenure from 1952 to 1962. He was re-elected also. The Vice President shall hold office for a term of 5 years from the date on which he entered upon his office as per Article 67 of the Indian Constitution. As like the President, the Constitution says that the election to fill the vacancy to the office of Vice President on the expiration of his term shall also be held before the expiration of the term, as per Article 68, subclause 1. It says that, like the President, the election of Vice President must be held before the expiration of the term of the incumbent Vice President, and Vice President shall continue to hold office even after the expiration of his term until his successor enters upon his office. The Vice President shall be elected by the members of an electoral college consisting of the members of both Houses of Parliament, as per Article 66, subclause 1. In such election, both the elected as well as nominated members of both Houses of Parliament are the members of the electoral college. Regarding the manner of the election of Vice President, the election of the Vice President shall be held according to the system of proportional representation by means of single transferable vote. The voting at the election shall be by secret ballot, as per Article 67, subclause 1. Regarding the regarding the qualification for election as Vice President, no person shall be eligible for election as Vice President unless he is a citizen of India, he has completed the age of 35 years, and is qualified for election as a member of the Council of State. It is necessary to register as elector, means a candidate for a vice presidential election must be registered as an elector in the electoral roll for any parliamentary constituencies in India, as it is required section 5B subclause 2 of the 1952 Act. Under the Constitution, no oath is prescribed for the candidate for election as a Vice President. Regarding the ineligibility for the election as a Vice President, a person shall not be eligible for election as vice president if he holds any office of the profit under the government of India or the government of any state or under any local or other authority subject to the control of any government under Article 66 subclause 4. But a person shall not be deemed to be hold any office of profit by reason only that he is the President of India or Vice President of India or the governor of any state or a minister either for the union or for any state. Eligibility for re-election. As per the interpretation or the explanation of section 66 subclause 4, it is interpreted that the vice president shall be eligible for re-election to the office for any number of term, although it is not clearly mentioned in the Constitution of India. So, a main thing here is to understand that who can be elected as the vice president of India. He must be citizen of India. He must have completed the age of 35 years and is qualified for election as a member of Council of State. Now the conduct of vice president election. Like the election to the office of the president of election to the office of vice president is also held under the superintendent's direction and control of the election of the Commission of India. This election is also regulated by the same provision of law, namely the Presidential and Vice Presidential Election Act 1952 and the Presidential and Vice Presidential Election Rules 1974. Therefore, most of the procedural requirement for the conduct of presidential election and vice presidential election, like the issues of the notification by the Election Commission calling the election, the timetable for various stages in the election process, for example, the period of filing nomination, the date for scrutiny of the nomination, the period for withdrawal of candidature, time gap between the last date for withdrawal of the candidature and the date of the poll, issue of public notice by the returning officers, and publicity, requirement for ballot presentation of the nomination papers, security deposit by the candidate, the grounds for rejection of the nomination papers, countermanding of the polls on the death of a candidate, procedure is uncontested and contested election, manner of voting, declaration, announcement and publication of results are common to both the election. Means election of the president and vice president. Regarding the nomination paper, it shall be made in the prescribed form, and each nomination paper for a vice president election must be subscribed by at least 20 electors as proposer and another 20 electors as seconders. And regarding the place of the polling at a vice presidential elections, the electors are only the members of both house of parliament. Therefore, the poll for such election is taken only at the Parliament House in the New Delhi as per Rule 8. Regarding the design and form of ballot paper, the ballot paper for a vice presidential election are printed only in Hindi and English and not in any regional language. Ballot papers are printed only in one color. According to the latest rule made in 2015, the photograph of the candidate will also be printed along with his name on the ballot paper at all elections. Value of the vote at a vice presidential election: every vote cast has the same value, that is one only. At the poll for vice presidential election is taken only at one place at the Parliament House. The counting of the vote is normally taken up on the day of poll itself and in the same room in which the poll is taken. A suitable time gap of about 2 hours is provided between the close of the poll and the commencement of the counting to enable the returning officer to complete the procedural requirement in relation to the close of poll and the commencement of counting. That is counting of the votes. Each ballot paper cast at a vice presidential election represent one vote at each count. The value of votes credited to each contesting candidate is equal to the number of the ballot paper secured by him, on which the first preference is validly marked for him. The total value of the ballot votes which are polled at the election is the sum total of the value of the votes credited to all the contesting election. Such sum such sum total is divided by 2 and 1 is added to the quotient so obtained. If any remainder is there, it shall be ignored. The numbers so arrived at the numbers so arrived at is the quota sufficient to secure the return of a candidate at the election. Regarding the disputes related to the vice presidential election, uh, like the presidential election, all doubts and dispute arising out of or in connection with the election of vice president shall be inquired into and decided only by the Supreme Court of India as per Article 71, Subclause 1 of the Constitution and Section 23 of the RP Act or Section 23 of the Presidential and Vice Presidential Act 1952, where the filing and disposal of election petition, all matters relating to filing and disposal of election petitions in connection with the vice presidential election are also governed by the same provision of the law and the rules made under there as are applicable to election petition relating to a presidential election, with the only exception that an election petition calling in question election of the vice president can be filed by only 10 electors as petitioner instead of 20 electors as petitioner for a petition relating to a presidential election. So this is all about the election of vice president, where I have discussed that discussed the constitutional provisions as well as the presidential and vice presidential act 1952 and the rules made thereunder. And being the vice president as a ex officio of the council of state, it hold the office for 5 years. And the we I have discussed who can cast vote for the vice president, and how the vice president election of the vice president shall take place, and who is eligible for to appoint as a vice president, and if any dispute arises, then where the election petition shall be filed. So I have discussed all these things in today's lecture. The next lecture will be on the qualification and disqualification of candidate under the Constitution of India. Thank you for watching me and listening me. Bye bye.